Okay, let's go! Let's go, champ! Run it back! Hold on. Is this pointing down?
Can you see my feet? Actually?
No, for real, man. What's going on?
You know, I got Gucci slides.
My trousers not there.
I got them Gucci slides.
Oh, yeah, this is why he did it. This is why he purposely did it.
Why are you acting like you're not wearing Armani right now? Look at him. Whore! Don't do that. Show it, bro. Show your drip.
Ain't no drip out here, man. Ain't no drip out here, man. Yeah.
But don't try that, man.
Really, my brand. What's wrong with you?
This guy stepped in like Armani. Ain't even Armani. Man came with a trim, Armani, and pen.
What does EA7?
EA7.
I don't know.
I can't lie, they're my initial still. On my life. I swear, that's my brand. Emmanuel, I am Folua.
You're going to say your
7. Do you get me?
You said your bait names then. Just for them to know.
You know to find
everybody.
You know to find me, fam.
When they do find you, what you gonna do?
Ryan.
Yeah. Government? Nah, never. Eesh. They can trap me down with my kid. What?
I'm not saying trap me down.
I'm joking. I'm playing. Just the jokes.
These are just jokes.
Fucking welcome back.
Welcome back, people.
Barely even though.
Crazy standard.
You know. Wait, hold on. I said barely even though.
Crazy standard.
Yeah?
I usually say daily.
I said
Daily offender.
crazy standard.
His qualified opinion, obviously know the vibes. You know me, know him.
Run it back. Run it back.
I said M's qualified opinion.
Uh-huh.
If you know me, you know him.
The other one. One day we'll claim it with chest.
Oh my god.
One day we'll claim it with chest.
Cool.
I'm not letting it slide.
I'm gonna say BB's, innit? That's all you get from me.
Huh?
That's all you get from me.
What does that mean? Blackberry?
BB.
Big booties?
You said
Be specific. Be specific.
That's it. Look, I said bonnet bandit, innit? But you were gonna say something else, so.
The crowd. Tell me.
Crowd what?
Is that what it stands for? No! You know, he's the bonnet buddy. That's the one. So claim it with chest. You already know.
We're gonna have the same conversation every week.
Every single week I'll have it.
I'm not playing.
You know I've got time. As well.
I've got more time.
I've got more time. But that one I have time. You know? But yeah, if you know him, you know me. You already.
Of course.
So do right, Papi. Dr. Instigator. Director Papi. So official, it says on the back of my fuck. That's it, side to side. Yeah. So official, it says on the back of my shirt. You already know what it is. What's it saying?
We're cool, man. We're chilling. You know what's funny actually? Last week's episode should have came out a week before.
Yeah.
But we tried to record and we had like some family on the show, innit? So basically Ryan was babysitting his little brother. And when I tell you this boy was just being problematic.
All of you who think I've got an agenda against Jay, yeah?
Oh my
if you just
God.
watch that entire episode. Yeah.
You know what it is? Right now, I'll insert some clips of him just being
Jay.
Few moments in Jay.
Can you see you recording? JJ?
Look at
Look at recording. Look on my camera now, look at you.
say hi.
Say hello. Say hello. And then JJ, my troublemaker. Okay? Alright, cool.
Few minutes Jay.
I'm just getting my flex. Bro, you're messing up our algorithm right now.
JJ, go sit there still.
You're messing man's watch time.
If you man could see the smile on his face now.
You're getting smiling. I'll tickle you, bro.
You know it did.
You're my guy, man. You're messing with my algorithm, bro. Can you, bro? I can't lie.
I beg JJ, go sit down,
JJ, sit
please.
down, please.
Please.
Why are you smiling?
You know this guy was.
Just go in there for like.
Hey, take the phone.
Take the phone.
Take the phone, Jay.
Why are you saying something like that?
Alright, cool, I'm taking the phone then. JJ, if you listen to the phone in there, please. No. Come on. Go on then.
If he stays here, we'll make too much noise.
Yeah. Tell you
So
straight.
that's how it was
I'll
go.
tell you straight.
JJ, please.
Okay, cool, pass me the phone then. If you're staying here, pass me the phone. Yeah. Alright, pass me the phone then. Give me the phone. I beg you take that phone.
Go there.
Alright, cool.
JJ, go.
I'm telling you.
That's like the height to my guy, do you not realise? JJ.
Go sit down then.
Are you gonna go now?
Yeah, come on.
Ah, that was funny, man. Was it Adam Carr? What's it, yeah?
It's the 2 fingers in it.
Yo.
What are you gonna do now?
Can you come in? Can you sit over there?
Just sit in that corner there.
Sit right there. Sit in that corner.
Sit in that corner over there. No. Not there. Not there. It's flat.
Yo,
JJ!
hey.
No.
Move. JJ. No.
No.
Even if it takes as a yes.
I know.
JJ, sit down, please.
COVID. Really? Yeah.
Ah,
Wow.
I'm just coughing all over the place.
Just no manners, no decorum, huh? No cover in the mouth, nothing, huh? Just say less. I'm on with
It was stupid, man.
You're a big man, you know. Go on. What's that? Okay. Yeah. Basically, yeah, I thought
A job. Make sure to have a sorry. Make sure to have an income,
I
yeah.
promise you, it's much harder to fight it than to just let him lie still, so just go with it still. JJ, is everything okay at home?
I'm going to do this.
JJ, you're gonna fall, please. Don't do that. You're just bouncing on my arm. Well done.
Because if you fall, like, you're gonna cry.
You know them ones? Can you sit down properly? Ah, my God. But yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, this is bad, bro.
I want to punch him off. I can't like you. I want to punch you off.
Yeah, it's actually fair enough. Oh my God. It's actually just.
Stop. Yeah. Stop that. You're so annoying. You're so annoying. Okay, stop. Can you see this now? Can you show the camera muscles? Show the camera muscles. Go on. Show. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Cut. I've had enough. JJ, that's enough. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
No, I'm not your friend now.
Cool.
There's no voice to describe it.
There's no other way to describe it. It was just being so. We couldn't have the conversation. I would have put it out, but the convo was too disjointed because of this boy.
I don't even think straight, I'll be honest.
Do you know what even pissed me off about that small boy? That small.
He came for his neck.
That small boy.
I've never seen a man so rattled in my life. Never in my life.
I'm a relaxed guy, you know. This guy got me rattled, fam. Basically, he came through with his small self, yeah. And he was just. What did he say? He was hungry.
Yeah, he said he was.
He said he was hungry.
He
It's
wants
cool.
some food in it.
So I gave him a pancake, innit? It's room temperature. It's not in the fridge. It's warm.
Like this.
He goes like, since the pancake, yeah.
Yes.
He goes
Cold.
and he gives it
Hands
to
it
me.
back to me. He said, are you mad?
I almost slapped on this. I said, what?
Cold.
I said, are you even old enough to know what temperature is?
Yo.
About cold. I was so lost.
JJ's jokes, man.
Man.
He was taken aback for a good 10 minutes. He just was dumbfounded. He's like,
I was like, what?
huh?
Cold?
Cold?
The same pancake I'm going
In my house?
My pancake now
Cold?
is reduced.
Yeah.
I can't eat it now. I can only have 3, not 4 like I usually have. Because I gave it to you.
Yeah.
The man said, when I got cold, he looked at me.
Did he actually even finish it?
No!
Because the man you warmed it up for him as well.
Can you imagine? I even toasted it for him.
People pressure.
Alright,
I said,
Jay.
wow.
I see you, man.
I
Alright.
said, wow.
When you want money from me and not Ryan because Ryan's not giving you enough, I'm gonna tell you about this day.
See, he's nice. I won't even give him nothing.
There you go.
Save him, man.
There we go. So you even lost anyway.
Nope.
Anyway,
Mhm.
we would have got the episode last week, but not 2 weeks ago, but it was long. But yeah, he's Ryan's brother, innit? So problematic. Do you get me?
Very extremely. And I keep telling people this and they don't believe me. They think I just have an agenda against him.
Agenda against his own bloodline.
You've seen it in your own self. You've seen it.
I might have agenda
You've
against
seen
him right now. So.
it. I love you, JJ. You already know it is. You know the vibe.
alive still. He's not watching this. Well, he better not be watching this.
Why do you watch this, bro?
Why are you watching this? No, because them small youngers, they know how to be navigating
Nah, it's true,
YouTube now,
it's
innit?
true.
They've just been, Let's see, did I tell you what they were watching this one time?
What?
There was this cartoon in it. And these people were on about, I think I recorded it. If I record it, I'll show you the clip in it. But yeah, one time, because I told you about it because it was on the way while we're here, and then I just seen an iPad on the floor. And it's just this cartoon and all about, but I know I shouldn't do, but I should be having this affair. Yes. This cartoon, they were talking about having an affair, leaving his wife, the secretary. I watched it for a good 2 minutes because I was like, are my ears deceiving me? I was walking past and then I heard it and I said,
Pardon?
Affair?
What's an affair?
Secretary? Huh? I was very confused.
Getting taught from early, fam.
This is what I was thinking. I said,
Like
is
proper-
this not indoctrinated? Wait, never mind.
Indoctrinated.
Yeah, that's the one still. I can't speak right now.
You've used that one before, though, so.
Yeah. Run it back, wherever that is, just cut that in.
And put it in.
Just put it in the right
Indoctrinated.
place. Yeah, that's what it meant.
Nah, say that.
What?
AKA, what are you listening to?
What are you listening to? Let's go.
I'm listening to, I liked T's tape, Adolescence. That was nice.
I'm not into it.
Listen to it.
Tell me
No,
more.
it's good. Particular, I liked the track Goodums anyway, because that was like the single before he brought it out. But I'd say another one that I liked in that was the one with Millions, Vin Diesel.
Oh.
His flow is just satisfying, I can't lie. On T, I like his
On
flow.
T or Millions?
On T, both of them actually. The
Mhm.
flow was nice, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But the whole tape was good, innit? I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favourite artists.
Say no more.
What about you?
On T?
Oh yeah, I mess with him, man. I mess with him. I like his talented, man. His talented still.
Mm-hmm.
He says that a lot as well.
Waza by Mr. Jazzy Q.
Oh, okay.
South African vibes in that.
You
Disappointing, man. This is one legend that I had to let rest though.
yeah, leave it. Why are you even fighting it? Why are you fighting your own people, fam?
Because I had an agenda against the people that recommended it to me in the first place.
So it's not necessarily.
It wasn't the
actual
music.
thing,
Still.
it's just.
It started off as the music. I was just like, no, I'm not feeling it still. But then the music grew on me, and I'm like, now I'm vibing to it. But now I can't let the agenda rest because I started the agenda.
Okay.
Yeah, it's agenda.
The pride dies strong.
Yeah.
I hear it still.
Wrong and strong.
Wrong and
That's
strong.
how I die. But yeah,
Well, that's fair enough,
wasn't.
man.
It's a vibe. And I will get that piano playlist done eventually.
It should be done by now. Bro, I've even got a story to tell you actually.
Tell me.
So basically, I graduated uni now, innit? So
Big up!
Okay, thank God.
Come on.
So obviously, like before I got my graduate job, I've got one now, innit? But like, I was doing like delivery jobs.
Mm.
Do you get? I'm even still doing it now until I start my graduate job properly, innit?
Yeah.
So when I say delivery, I'm talking about like just a restaurant near my crib, innit?
Mm-hmm.
Just delivering food, whatever. Like, do you know, like Uber Eats, Just Eat.
Yeah.
I'm just pulling up
Say
in
no
the
more.
rave, you get me, music blasting.
Yeah.
You
You know why this guy vexes me? Because he's gonna pull up in an Audi. Can you imagine your delivery driver's got a better car than you?
I can't lie. I pulled up a couple of
Yes.
times to people's cribs, innit? And
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, in the Audi. I said, yeah, man.
This is what it is.
Isn't it cool?
That's why I was asking. I said, is it in your car or in... The mileage is stupid.
So I was on the phone to someone, I called them, innit?
Mm.
They're like, oh yeah, I'm outside. Because I can't see you. I said, my car's right outside. My car's right there. Because I know you're not the Audi. Because I know you're not the Audi. I said, bro, I'm in the Audi right now. The food's getting cold, bro. Do you get
Oh
me?
my days.
So it's for anyway, cool. So obviously I'm delivering this food, innit?
Yeah.
At 11:30 at night time, innit? You know, like late people get their late deliveries and stuff, innit?
Mm-hmm.
On Bukit area, and I won't even say where. Come, knocked on the door, yeah? Give the food, innit? About to like leave you have to like enter by using the gate, someone's like pathway, innit? So I'm still within their like property, whatever, innit? I've heard a bark. I said, the way this bark resonated through my soul, bro. I said, yo, that was a loud bark. Loud, like aggressive bark. And I said, surely any sort of dog is going to be restrained into like a property or so like behind the fence at this time. So I was thinking, I got to get home. I can't be bothered. I wanted to watch Love Island as well, so I wanted to rush home. You know what I mean? So I just stepped out with confidence. I said that dog's behind the fence, wherever it is, because I couldn't see it. I stepped out. I look to my left. I see this big Rottweiler, fam. Like,
A Rotty?
Rottweiler. Like, just chilling. I was like, yo. And like, he looked angry, fam. Like, how can I describe a distance? I'd say if you know football, like a penalty spot difference from the net. So that far. So how many yards is the penalty spot to the goal?
Like 45 yards. I don't know.
I'll search and I'll put like the yards or whatever in it. Cool. It's fairly close. This is actually fairly close. And I'm for like maybe like this happens 2 seconds. I'm thinking, what am I gonna do here? Because if I move, it's gonna move. If I stay, it's still gonna move. The thing backed once. I caught, fam. I sprinted, didn't it? My car was not even that close to me either because I had to like find where the person's house was. So it backed. When it backed, I was out. I went, no. This thing's chasing me now. And I'm now ringing from this dog at 11:30 at night time, bro. I had to hop into someone's garden, fam. Like, it was terrible, fam. I was so scared. This thing was, and when it was running as well, it was barking. Like, just loud, you get me? I hopped in someone's fence. I was there for like 15 minutes, bro.
I don't blame you.
The dog walked off eventually, and I ran into my car quickly, and it was still trying to like chase me eventually. I've never been so scared I haven't been chased for a dog for ages.
For years, you know.
I must have been like primary school last time I got chased by a dog. Honestly,
I lied to you. If I get chased by a dog now, I'm not. I can't run.
What do you mean? That was out. That dog was.
Even my body will let me run. Bro, I have to turn, and one of us is making it out. Like,
you're gonna fight it,
brother. I have to choke it out, or it has to kill me. One of us is making it out. For me to run.
I was out. That dog was no way.
Now you know I don't do cardio, bro. I won't last.
Neither do I, but
10 meters, 20 meters.
It's a dash, bro. It's not about. It's not a marathon.
I know, but like even that small, yeah. Do you think my body can move that? I can't move like that no more.
Bro,
I can't.
I was shook. I was shook.
Oh.
I've seen quite a lot of dogs when I'm doing my deliveries, but they're behind fences, isn't it?
Yeah,
so I just calm. That's what everybody's behind another fence, isn't it?
Who leaves a Rottweiler out?
I was confused. I was like, what is going on? Don't get me wrong. I've seen big dogs in that, like, at night behind the fence outside. I've seen Great Danes, seen Great Shepherds, what's German Shepherds? Sorry.
Yeah.
What else? I've seen big dogs or just normal dogs behind gates at night time, whatever. So I was thinking, it can't be that deep. Nope.
So it's outside waiting.
Outside waiting, just looking at me. And I was like, yo.
Imagine you just sitting there just watching you.
I had bags as well, bearing in mind. So I had like the Just Eat bags.
Okay.
My phone's in my hand.
Then look at this nigga. You don't even know I'm here.
Legit. And I couldn't see when I came through. So anyway, that was my story.
I was gonna ask you, how did you get in?
I didn't see it. That's what I'm trying to say. It must have. I don't know how it got there, bro. Like.
It was really plotting on you now.
I felt like someone was really plotting on me, you know.
Yeah.
What do you mean? We got
down for.
I've always said our dog will never catch me. It's impossible.
You go.
No.
Yep. No. Pretend.
Obviously, if it's just like a bare like open area, it's different. But if there's like area for me to cut and jump, I will jump, bro. Even again, it wasn't I jumped in someone's garden.
You know?
Do you get me? I jumped in someone's garden. I had to like do the mental math. How can I like get out? Do you know what I mean? Just in time. Do you get me?
Turning and fighting, boy.
Anyway, that's my story. I just thought I'd share that. I almost died. We move.
My niggas are down bad.
I'm applying so much pressure on me like that.
Yo.
Anyway, topic for today still.
Basically, yeah. I said I was going to look at the facts for this. But something's really been burning my soul.
Right.
To be very honest with you. I don't like this whole system of spousal support. I don't know if it applies in the UK, but I think it does.
Spousal support.
Spousal support.
Mm.
Spousal fucking support.
I think, you know, the whole concept of that sounds crazy to me. About like spousal support. No.
Can we put like the definition of it and somewhere in the video?
Put spousal support.
Spousal support.
Because essentially it just means that once you've now separated from your partner, you're still supporting them financially, innit? Or
why?
With assets or whatever, innit?
Why?
Bullshit. It's not even a gender thing. Like, whoever is is reaping the benefits from it. I don't think it's fair on the other party.
Yeah, you're a dickhead.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
And I don't want to hear no excuse about, but he cheated, but she cheated. That I don't give a flying fuck. I'm so sorry, I don't give a flying fuck. I don't.
you're not entitled to anything, bro, in this life.
Grow up. How about that?
Again, I was even saying to Ryan, like, I only say fair enough to the children's support.
Yeah, of course, it's your children. You have to look after them. That's
I don't want to hear I gave so much of my life, and no, you chose to.
Because the thing is, with that argument, that the one that always pisses me off about that fucking argument, yeah.
He said, fuck it.
Because deep it's like, but I gave up my entire life to do this, to make sure that you were where you are. But we're not reaping the benefits at that time.
Trust me.
Even if you struggled, you were both struggling at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and once you're okay, you're on the come up, because it takes me back to this. I don't know if we spoke about it. Oh, what was it? That Taraji P Henson movie.
Acrimony.
Yeah, and it's like, but then even with that, he gave her a lump sum of money.
He gave her more.
Exactly. Then he gave all the money back plus more.
He gave her £10 million. She invested. The amount she invested into him was it?
I thought it was like 100,000 or something.
It wasn't in a million. She gave her 10 million, but she's now complaining because.
And I see people complaining about that. I said, "Are you mad?
No way, bro.
Are you mad?"
No, I don't respect the spousal support thing still. I don't want to hear I gave my life. You chose to though. I don't understand. You chose to do it. No one forced you. You don't force to do that. Do you get me? Like,
I'm just trying to look at a little bit of what's called the details for it, so I can really have my points to really shout at people that. But yeah, so just don't mind me. You can skip this bit.
Let me run about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't like it because once you cut from someone, you're supposed to cut in it. There shouldn't be no what you gonna call it? There shouldn't be no I deserve this because of you put me through that. No, like if you want to leave, then leave. What's up?
I'm reading this bullshit.
The
total amount which combines spousal support with the maintenance cost of Nicole's homes in Malibu and Pacific. So I'm paying for 2 of your homes. Maintenance.
Is this
costs.
Dr. Dre's wife?
Yeah.
Dr. Dre, by the way, he has to pay spousal support. However much that is.
He was already paying the initial separation, fraction of 10 million per month. Okay. Like this too.
What the facts are.
Oh, that's new though. That's new. She's accused him of cheating still. No. Really?
You know them ones where you just like throw anything to make it stick for it to be better.
Do you know what it is? I'm not even gonna get too much into what he did, all that kind of stuff, because I don't want people to say, "Oh, but you agree with him." Because no, listen to what I'm saying. No matter what they've done or what it is, whether right or wrong, you may agree or disagree with. At that point of that, it's divorce, and you made your mind that you want to leave this person. You are not entitled to nobody's money, man. Allow it. I get you've struggled, Don't get me wrong, even if it's my own wife that is making more money than me and all this and stuff, and she's decided, yeah, I want to divorce you, I want to go. There is not a chance in hell, no matter how much money she's got, that I'm going to go to, yeah, listen, you need to pay me monthly.
Half.
In the divorce, we could then go and say, you know, I want to split half the assets, whatever.
That's different.
First of all, we're all signing prenups. But aside from that, yeah, I would say, okay, half of the cost, whatever it is, and just give me that and I'm out. Cool. We've got a house, the house I've lived in, we can split all that.
All that sort of shared stuff.
Cool. Yeah. If you want to do that, cool. Whether you want to do that to me, whether I want to do that to you because I want to be a dickhead about it, cool. You know what I mean? But the terms and conditions for this is, listen, you're going to keep paying her every year until 1, she dies, or 2, she gets a new marriage.
So what happens when she gets a new marriage? You just stop now?
Yeah, you stop. But do you think there's anyone that's going to tell you to get married to this person who's getting 3.5 million a year, and then you're going to ruin that bag? You're very mad. If I'm moving to Dr. Dre's ex-wife, I'm telling her not to remarry. We're going on holidays together using your money, and you see me on this road with your money. Yeah, how about that? Yeah.
What's a sugar daddy?
Yeah,
sugar woman for her. Yeah, 100%.
3.5 million a year.
That's true.
But yeah, like, let me even stop reading this now.
I don't get it. I think it's deep-rooted though. It's deep-rooted. Why do you feel entitled to it?
I don't get it.
Because I was saying to Ryan, yeah, I think once you start earning a certain type of money, I thought, allow that. I think in general, I think the rule that you are entitled to get half of someone's shit needs to stop. Like, as you said, assets, I get it. Businesses, I get it. Because that's shared. But how am I going to go into my account, the one that I'm getting my wage from, and I'll give you money after we've finished? You're dating someone else, I'm dating someone else, and we're still attached because of this rubbish.
And do you know what's really bad about this?
Man.
All the women will say, yeah, no, I agree, go get your bag, sis, innit? But then when I ask them one simple question, all of them start shaking. Deep it. When I say, okay, so let's say you get a man now, and your man is paying his ex-wife 2 million every year, or not even 2 million, he's paying 10k a month, or what, a k a month. Are you going to be okay with that? Are you happy with that situation? Now all of a sudden it's, no, but why is he paying? Now she shouldn't get her back, sis, because you're your man. Okay.
And let's say this as well, because
it's not right.
Because he's paying his ex, that means that's financially implicating you two.
Yeah. So now you have children, you have whatever that you want him to support also, and you're telling me
there you go. You can't have it both ways, man.
Because the government says he has to pay her. So
I'll say it this way as well. If you have a son that's successful and his wife now divorces him, are you going to be happy that his wife is fleecing him? Your son, you're not going to be happy about it.
No.
Just contextualize it a little bit before you start getting, go get your bag, sis. Relax, sis. It's not about that.
And even if it's not, because I don't want to make a gender war thing, because that's not why it's making.
It's not about gender. This is like a human thing.
Adele's ex-husband, him too, dickhead. Leave that woman's money alone.
Leave her alone, man.
Yeah, me.
I get it. Like, see, let me say this: the crook in me respects it.
Yeah.
The crook, like, do you get me? Like the toxic part of me respects it, but on a human level, like, if you're divorced, you're leaving each other. Yeah. Why is there still ties, man? If there's no children, there's no ties. There should be no ties.
None. You made the conscious decision that you want to be away from this person. Yeah. So you want to be away apart from them.
But you still want your money. For what reason? Yeah. Look, I don't like this. I was there. We were doing this. Blah blah blah. No, you chose to be. No, my issue is you chose to be there. No one forced you. No one forced you to be. Fair enough if he said, if you leave, I'll kill you. Calm. No one forced you. You loved him. You chose to love him. You saw what he was going through. Don't come now and say I was there, deserve half of your piece. You don't. You don't anything. No, you don't deserve jack. No.
The only let me be, because I've had this discussion with people, and let me be upfront. The only way I would say, cool, or I guess that you can deserve something, if you, while in that relationship, wanted to do something, like you wanted, like, let's say ventures, or you wanted to start your own business, or anything along those lines, and me as a person said, me as your man said, no, don't do any of that. Yeah, I've got you. I've got you. There, I've blocked your blessings.
Those qualified.
I've stopped you from like creating something of your own there, which is then hindered your money, innit? Cool. If I've gone out my way to say all of that kind of business, then okay, you have a solid case to say, okay, I want some reparations because there was an opportunity for me to.
Of course, you have to reimburse that. There's going to be a lot of qualifiers, a lot of exceptions, a lot of, well, technically, and you know what I hate here? When you're talking about something, and someone will bring one example up, one small scenario, I get it. Like, so I get that. That's true. We're just talking about the majority of where it's like. That usually what happened. Do you get me? It's simply a case of, like, look at Dr. Dre and his wife. I don't know the situation of it. Let's just use a rich person. A rich person now divorces a person that is not as rich as him, for example. Now he's having to pay the woman monthly. For what reason? To support what lifestyle? The only reason you're having that lifestyle was because
of me.
And your partner. Who is it now? Oh, I saw it on Instagram saying where it was like, why should my lifestyle dip? Because we're not together anymore. You've accustomed me to that lifestyle. Yeah. It's not fair for me to now not be in that lifestyle just because we're not together anymore. But what that girl struggled to understand was the only reason you had that lifestyle is because we were together. If you remove me, that lifestyle, you have to get it yourself. Yeah. Do you get me? But a lot of people think, well, no, I should keep the same lifestyle. You can. Just get it for yourself.
You know what I mean?
Do you get me?
Go get a job.
Go get a job.
And the thing is, since you've been in that lifestyle, you know that being in certain spaces affords you certain things, innit? So just having the name of Dr. Dre's ex-wife, you've got opportunities there that people do not have.
Straight away.
So you're telling me that you can't leverage any of these opportunities. Even let's say it's a terrible break, you can always talk to him and ask him for a favor. You know what I mean? If it's really that, if he's willing to say, okay, I'll pay you 3.5 million, cool. He's very much willing to.
How much is it per month?
298,000. Something silly like that.
See, like, can I ask a question? what in the name of God's grace would she need 289,000 per month for?
Bearing in mind, before any of you jump on and say, but his children don't.
No, I said spouse, not children.
But that's the thing. A lot of them are still not going to hear that. But let me just contextualize this for you. Yeah, his oldest child is 35, youngest child is 20. So even still, she's not entitled to any
I
child
can't
support.
lie. That money can go directly into that 20-year-old's bank account.
Yep.
You get me?
How about that?
Directly into
How
that.
about that? But even still, she's of the age that don't need to. You don't need to support them. Like legally,
If you don't want to,
you don't.
No, it's true, it's true.
You could cut them off today and say, "I got you." So
no
even him providing
liable.
exactly, even in providing that is just how I'm parent.
A lot of niggas won't do that.
You know what I mean? Cool. So aside from all of that business there, you're telling me that there's still something that she really, 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 really needs at that cost. Even the maintenance cost, you know, she's fudged the numbers there. It's not costing you anywhere near 290,000 per month for you to maintain these two houses. There's no way. There's no way. Even if you're running up the electricity, switching on all the lights at the same time, you're telling me your electricity bill is going to come up to 5K,
No,
even 5K.
That's pushing it.
Let's say your gardening cost 5K. So why are you adding up these accumulations that you
leisure, bro?
Sure, man. You know what I mean?
It's leisure. That's what it is, man.
Part of that house maintenance cost is your wardrobe cost, you know what I'm saying? All this and you're running. But let me not even sound bitter about it. All I'm saying is that you're chatting shit. You don't need that much money. And anyone trying to justify that is silly.
I can't lie to you. I don't like spousal support too tough.
Oh no, it's a very terrible question.
I don't like either way. Whoever's earning more money, I don't think it's fair for you to go in their pocket once you've now chosen to separate.
Yeah. You
chose to separate, but why is the financial obligation still there?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah,
children's support's different. If the children are still of coming of age, you pay children's support.
Those are your children.
That's my children. I get it. I couldn't even buy you a car to help my children. I get that concept in it. What have I got to do with you? No. Okay, let me not say this. I'll say this. If you give me children, I'm more likely to be nicer to you because you're the mother of my child now. I want you to be healthy so you can take care of my kids. You need to be in a good position. No, if there's no children, I can't lie.
I want it.
To the side.
I don't want it.
Because at that time, you're impacting my finances with my new person now. Do you get me? So to the side, man. I don't agree with spousal support.
It makes no sense to me. I don't get the concept.
No, I don't like it.
I was really trying to see someone try to justify to me like anything that you actually need.
No.
I need to provide for.
You're not entitled to anything anymore. I'm sorry, you're not.
Can you think of actually one thing?
No, there's not one thing there.
Can you think of one thing?
As you said, if you add qualifiers and scenarios of where like she could have got a bag, but you told her I've got you.
I've got you there.
I'm just talking about the very normal situation.
And even still in that situation there, let's say I said I've got you. Should I not only get you for the amount that you were saying that you thought it was going to be? So let's say you thought that business was going to make you, I don't know, 200K. So if I say, all right, cool, I get you, here's 200K. There we are. Like, why are people going to see a problem with that? Because I know there's a group of people there.
They'll spin it saying I could have potentially earned more.
Okay, but that's not what you're projecting. You're not going to go to a bank and say that and say, I could have made more. No. You said this is how much I intended to make for that year. Okay, there you are.
From what you wanted to do that, from what you wanted to do this business, and this is how much you've been projected to make over this course of the year. Here's the finances.
Here's the finances there for that year.
I'm even nice. I'm going to give you a bit more.
Yeah.
Here's even a bit more.
Do it.
No, but I thought I could probably earn more.
Okay, but here it is for you there. You've got it live and direct. Do it. Make more. What's stopping you now?
It's true.
What's stopping you now?
All the years and the efforts I've been wasting when I was younger. Right, look, it's bullshit, man. I don't respect it.
Yeah.
Things at this point, do you know what I don't like? You want your cake and eating it. That's what my problem is.
Exactly.
You want to separate. You don't want nothing to do romantically, but you still want something in the. Not obviously the guy, because I feel as it can work either way.
Yeah.
Woman or man. You still want your partner's peace. No, don't do that. No, I don't like that. I honestly, this sounds really bad, but I feel as if every marriage should somewhat have a prenup. I feel as if that should be law, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
In terms of I get assets, anything that's shared that was invested together. But in terms of why is my HSBC account being taken down and now I'm having to give you money from that outside of shared stuff? Illness.
Because you're not bad, please. Anyway,
I'm dead.
But yeah, no, for me.
Why do I feel saying HSBC is going to now make me get frauded?
Yep. Yeah, and you gave me your full name earlier, so you just expected a phone call to your bank.
I'm on Barclays still.
Yeah.
What's your sort code?
Yeah. Yo.
What's What's this nigga sock on?
Yo, can you imagine? 20. Yeah. Well, yeah, for me, yeah, I just don't understand the whole concept, and I think it should be left, and the whole prenup should be signed. I just don't get how, as a human, you're going to be comfortable taking that person's money. I
It's
understand
because
people
it's
do
easy,
wrong.
it's easy free money, isn't it? So like you couldn't imagine people like passive money. People are always talking about find ways to make passive ways of income.
Yeah,
Let
but
me know something more passive than someone just transferring your money.
key though. Find a way to do it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
they're finding a way, bro.
That's
That's the way, innit?
Like, I don't get it. Like, listen, no matter how petty I want to be in it, that's one thing I'll never play about.
You can be petty.
Exactly.
You
There's a lot of things I would do, but for me
yeah.
to be petty enough to, because for me, you're just robbing me. Like, and you know I don't fuck with the whole fraud thing. Yeah,
It's daylight robbery still.
I cannot do it. I cannot bring myself to do it. Even accepting money from people is very much tough for me. Having stuff paid for me is unless you're kind of a very willing participant in that. I can't do it. It makes it makes me itch. I don't like it. Maybe it's the toxic masculinity in me.
It's the toxic masculinity, it's the pride.
I can't do it.
It's the stubbornness, it's just everything in one.
So you're telling me that, I have to be willingly accepting and feeling for that money still.
No.
Don't get me wrong. If you're out here saying that you want to be my sugar moms, advert, by the way, yeah, if you're saying that you want to be my sugar moms and you want to pay me a certain amount of money each month, then cool. Alright, we're all blessed. But to me, that's a lot different from the fact that, listen, I'm there demanding the spouse.
No, man, it's completely different.
No.
One's toxic.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Not having it.
Nah. Obviously, I get it. The system is put in place so people don't get shagged. I get it.
You're shaking people in the
You're shaking people anyway. Like, I feel like the same way if you come out of a relationship, if you have a gym membership, like for example, say if you have a gym membership with your ex, or like you have a gym membership and your ex uses it, for example, you don't have to continue doing that. You can say, I can't lie, either start transferring the piece or come off it.
Yeah.
Do you get me? So
That's true.
it's the same way. If you earn something with someone,
I'm cancelling my Costco card.
no, I'm being serious. Like it sounds petty, but you have the right to do it. You have the right to do it, really and truly. You have the right to do it. I don't like it, man. I don't like it. Obviously, you don't want to be in a situation where you are getting divorced, but at the same time, shit happens, isn't it? A lot of people, what's the divorce rate? 50%.
Yeah.
Every time you go to a wedding, every other wedding is probably going to get divorced.
I want to know the actual argument behind this prenup thing, because a lot of women are like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna sign that prenup.
Can you get prenups in England?
I can't remember. I think I've seen it. Yeah, but yeah.
What, a lot of girls saying they're not going to do it?
No, they're taking offense. They're saying, like, I'm reminding you if you ask me to sign a prenup, because apparently
You
see that the marriage is going to die.
You're kind of setting up on the wrong basis.
I only have one major question for that still. Like, when you get a house, are you paying for home insurance?
In terms of like if the thing burns down or obviously that they're talking. See, I agree with you. Obviously that they're talking about a physical thing that's gonna both affect you.
Yeah.
But you're talking about.
But still, your home insurance, you're gonna pay for that regardless. You don't have to pay for home insurance. If you have so much confidence that nothing's gonna happen to your home, then
I know, people are different though when you make it about them.
Yeah.
Personal. Because what's gonna happen is that if a girl came up to me and said, I can't lie, I want a prenup, I can appreciate why.
I'm signing that quick time.
I was signing to but I can appreciate. See the website.
I'm waiting for you to ask.
I can appreciate why it's somewhat setting a tone of, doubt.
I can't understand it.
Deep it. No, you don't have to like agree with it. Just deep it. They're just literally saying, if there's like energy or vibe or like a basis and stuff, innit? If you're asking for something like a net to catch you both, for example, you're essentially saying, okay, cool, I'm ready for this not to work and this is going to be the outcome. Not ready, but like I'm planning for it subconsciously because you're putting it in place deep in it. Because you're saying, okay, cool, the prenup is essentially no one gets each other's shit, essentially. Do you get me? I don't know law like that, but that's the main thing, innit? So by signing it, you're saying to yourself, if we don't work, this is going to be the thing, innit? Do you not get that? You're essentially subconsciously not planning to get divorced, because I would never say that, but you're putting precautions in place in case you do, that's what's going to happen. But some people can say that in itself is like you're almost low key planning for it. Do you get me? As a man, I don't think it is. But I'm saying that's how some people might see it as.
That's it, mate.
I'm just saying, I see, I can see what they're saying. I don't agree with it, but I can see their reasoning. But I don't think it's the case, personally. The thing is, though, I'm too methodical with my life, so I can't really agree with that type of way of thinking. But I can see where they're coming from, innit? That's what I say.
No. Because realistically, I feel like this is the only conversation that anyone would take that kind of thinking, if you get what I mean. Like, not to be prepared. It's the only place.
It's because like when it comes to a relationship though, yeah, like a relationship with someone else, a lot of things are not as the same as other concepts. If that makes sense. So like people start
even in the relationship, it's like I don't think there's anyone that's going to tell you not to prepare for, like, let's say, for heartache to happen. Yeah, in every relationship they go into, I'm not saying that you're actively saying, you know, I'm going to have this, and this, I'm going to have mine, myself. But emotionally, you're going to be ready for that, no?
Well, we should do.
Yeah, exactly. Emotionally, you know that there's a chance, there's a possibility.
It's because with the prenup thing, it's like, this is the, like, if you're signing that prenup, you're saying, if we get to this point, this is what's going to happen. Do you get me? You're not entertaining it, but you're just kind of like shove it under the rug. Okay, just a little bit of protection there. Do you get me? I have no issue with it, but I can appreciate why not even girls, even guys might think like this. Why some people might think you're setting off the wrong precedent for the marriage. I question, guys, if you ask for a prenup, yeah, either guy or girl, are you low-key setting the wrong base for a marriage, or maybe not the correct base? Because I personally don't think you are, but I can appreciate why people might say you are. Do you get me?
If you're confident that marriage is not going to break up, it shouldn't even bother you.
That's how I feel. That's how I think, innit? But at the same time, I can see why people might say, no, I think it's setting the wrong precedent.
I'd even go as far as to push you and say that you're just insecure because you think it will fail. But that's on you.
Man, I said I'll even go ahead and push it even more further.
Yeah. It's because you are insecure, because you think that the possibility is hiding.
I need to do a poll on that one still. I need to see what people think. Because, we share this opinion. It's just a case of I can just see why people might say it. Because it's something that I get. Because with other things, the way I am here, there's other things that you could say sets the wrong precedent too. So maybe this is just part of another thing that does. But the way my mind's up is that it's not that deep to me.
We'll also be in the same vein. That you say it's setting off the marriage.
The wrong precedent.
Yeah. Because to me, I don't think there's anything else that kind of mindset.
I can't think of anything I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But I feel as if there'll be other things if I go back and think that, even if it's not the exact same vein of some sort of similar ilk, that is setting off the basis, like setting off the marriage on the wrong basis, where you don't have to do that. Don't know what it is. I'll think about it, and if I think about it, I'll come and tell you.
Yeah,
but
send me that.
I'll try, but
I genuinely cannot think of anything.
I understand that. You know what? I might go away and come back. I thought nothing. Like I might, but I don't know. I can appreciate why people might think it's the wrong thing. Do you get me? I'll even go biblical with it, because Christianity-wise, you can. I don't always like using the Christianity version of stuff, because not everyone views life that way. I just try to use as much of how people think more so than how I would think as a Christian, because as a Christian, it's completely different to how to think as just a normal person, isn't it? So I don't want to just make my views suddenly like that, because that's not always relatable to people, is it? So, but now the prenup thing is funny though.
It's any prenup though. Sure. And if you feel like it's bad president, then we're just not gonna marry. Nobody's forcing you. Don't marry. It's fine. Either way, you're not getting my money. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm just in the wrong tax bracket to understand. Maybe it's a rich people problem.
No, because
you know what I mean?
Do you know why I have no issue with prenup? Because to me, marriage, love, spousal love is not unconditional. The only love you have that's unconditional to me is somewhat your parents and if you have a child. Yeah. Everybody else is unconditional. Is conditional.
Very conditional. You meet the conditions, you'll be loved.
There we go. So that's why, respectfully, you can switch up on me.
Yeah.
Even though you might not switch up now, you might switch up in the future. I might switch on you.
Yeah. Like we said, people are constantly changing. So even the conditions that are set, they might even change.
There we go. So I actually don't have an issue with the prenup thing as a personal thing, because love is spousal love is very it's the most conditional love out of everything. In fact, at least with your brothers, your like siblings, parents, that's more even unconditional than your spouse. Your spousal love is the most conditional love ever. Because there's more conditions to it.
Just stop doing the things that they like for a week and see how it changes.
There we go, man. There we go.
See the stress that ensues.
But let's end it here. I believe in prenups. I can't lie to you.
Sign the prenup.
I don't think it sets a bad precedent, but I can appreciate why people might think it good.
I should sign the prenup still.
I'm gonna end it there still. Can't be dropping this person's number in 5 seconds.
Well, gotcha. We really be.
Yo, this guy's like deadly, bro.
This is.
Well, like, comment, subscribe.
Right there.
Tags are there, innit?
That's the instigate all of that business, yeah, all of this, yeah.
Of course.
Unless your woman don't add me.
See what he said still.
Wait, no, because I can get misconstrued. I said, if you are a woman, do not add me. That's what I meant. So.
Ah, wow. I didn't even deep it.
Huh?
Man sensed the shots he was going to receive.
Yeah, I was thinking, no.
Man said, unless you're a woman, don't add me.
Which, yeah.
That means that.
I had to reword that.
Because that can sound like, I won't go.
Unless you are a woman.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
You see what I mean? So I had to rearrange that.
This is when you know someone's in fire a lot.
Yo!
He sensed the argument before I even knew it could be an argument.
I said, no. Be very specific. Man.
I got a lot to learn.
But
anyway, we're back next week. Check out the Spotify playlist as well. Say that.
Hi, Ebony.
It's Ebony, man. I'm married to Ebony, that's my wife.
Ebony.
Shawty.
Ebony.